ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. Ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. It's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it.
It's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. Ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. And it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Damn. Welcome everybody to another episode of Head to Head with Brian Parker. I think this is Head to Head, not Head to Head Sports. I think it's Thursday. You're so fired. Anyway, Head to Head with Brian Parker. I am he. That part I know to be true. I might not know what day it is. My producer don't. But I do know that I am Brian Parker. So welcome everybody to another episode. We are streaming live and direct on YouTube. Please join us on YouTube at Empower TV Network. You can also see the show streaming live right now on Amazon Fire TV as well as Roku TV, LinkedIn, Facebook Live, as well as X, formerly known as Twitter. So we are live on all those streaming platforms right now. We are going to get into some topic discussion, news going around, as well as this other subject about the damn Cheesecake Factory that I definitely want to touch on a little bit too, because folks got this world messed up. Folks gonna be hungry out there, y'all. I don't understand people. Anyway, Lori, I don't know if you've seen that, but you're gonna get some messages from it, because I'm about to go in real good on that one. But before I get into that, let me bring in our panel. We have Lori Parker. How you doing, Lori?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And yes, I have read it, seen the video, and saw the comments about the Cheesecake Factory.
You should definitely voice your opinion since this is your last day on the show.
No, it is not my last day. Unfortunately, I just was hovering over the wrong one. That's all. That I said again, but it wasn't like I played the whole entire thing. I caught it very quickly.
Well, now you're gonna hover over the unemployment line. So see how that works.
I can't hover over the unemployment line. It's all right. As I said, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry.
At least Craig got fired on his day off. You got fired on your day, so hey, you're doing better than Craig. Let's also bring into the fold. We've got Mr. TNTVF, Mr. CJ Jones. How you doing, sir?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
We're doing good too, and I don't know if you caught the end of my pre-show thing.
I did. Oh yeah, I was there
feeding me booty just before the show. So
I was backstage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I might be a little messed up for a little bit getting over the booty.
He is not. Why are you saying untruthfulness? That's just
Core.
being untrue.
She told me it was core, but when I started tasting it, I noticed it had a little.
No, yeah. It was coffee that you wanted.
Bro, that wasn't coffee. It had too much gristle in it.
No, okay. You know what? Goodbye.
Hey, look. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, my brother, is that young lady right there wants you around for a while. So take it.
I don't know about that. She got a way of showing it, because I had to test all my food with the dog first, because I don't test her like that. You know, I had to make sure. I'd be like, now if he breathing after 20, 30 minutes, then I go ahead and eat it. But I don't eat everything she just handed me.
Boy,
it got to be in a wrapper or a bag.
Look, this ain't Halloween candy.
Yeah, I got to check with her. I be looking for syringes and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you got to make sure with Lori.
No, my sister actually loves you. She wants you around. So stop capping.
Every time I come home, she done fell asleep watching this damn investigative Discovery and Lifetime channels and stuff like that, where they coming up with some real heinous ways of getting rid of their dudes and stuff, and I'd be like, nah, we
bro, you better watch that so you can see it coming.
I see it coming. I do. I do see it coming. That's the whole point. Before we get the shindig going, and the guy that has the best beard on TV and all and grooming it in front of us just to let us know how sleek and sexy it is. We need to actually make a commercial for whatever it is that he's putting in his beard to keep it nice and shine like that on the camera. Y'all think that's something that everybody can do? Everybody can't grow a beard.
So it's called Soul Glow Salt and Pepper.
It got to be Soul Glow. He bringing Soul Glow. We're gonna cut up today. Let's welcome in the franchise, Mr. Jermaine Parker. How you doing, sir?
Yo, what's going on, family?
What's going on,
man?
I had to rush. My daughters are both tried out for basketball this week, so I've been doing a little late show for them because tryouts are a little bit later and stuff. So I just got here. Yep. I didn't have time to prep off air and stuff. So while we're on air, I'm gonna be grooming.
Just let it do
it because that's what the
fans. I think that will help with the viewership. I mean, they love that mess. So I mean, heck, you can go for it.
And I love this product. So this is like a hot comb for your beard.
Is it really?
It plugs in, and so it helps straighten out.
Oh no, you serious?
Did you get the Tumi or Tumai or something? Because it's the one that kind of runs it through. It's electronic. Yes, I think I know what you. Yes, I know what that is.
Yes. So look, I didn't even trust
Tori definitely uses it on her beard too.
I didn't even know. I don't know, but on the real, y'all, I didn't even trust that little Tumi thing until I got my DJ hats. And I was like, "Oh, okay, it's real."
I'll do anything off Tumi because I hear Tumi steals your information.
Well, that's why I was kind of shaky. So I only ordered like 2
Are
items.
those ads that I be seeing on Facebook?
Yeah,
the different products and stuff, and it's real cheap.
Yeah, it's like it's like the new Wish, except it comes to you faster.
Okay, so is Wish still around? Because I used to use
it is
a and
Wish is China.
Wish is definitely,
and so is Temu. Temu is China too, and they said that they are tracking you. It's not faster. It's maybe like a week or two or a month faster, but they say that you shouldn't have it because they track you, all this other stuff, and they're taking your information and stuff.
Yeah,
so that's why you shouldn't have the app.
There were some things from Wish that I would get, and it would come a lot faster, and then certain things would take forever. And I know that the biggest issue is, number one, not the boat, because we ship stuff back and forth every day. It's getting it through customs and how long it sits in customs before, and then what is their shipping arrangement when it gets from customs? Most of it comes through that bulk mail crap where if most of the stuff you order from Wish is really light, so they bulk send it out to an area. So they're going to send something to Charlotte. They're going to send it out in bulk, and once it hits that certain weight, then they send it. They won't send it on its own because then the cost of postage will be more than what you bought. So that's how a lot of it is. Now, if you pay a nice price for it, a lot of times they'll ship it.
They'll just go ahead and send it
terms, and that's why you get stuff faster. So a lot of it is based on how much did you pay for it, because then that's going to go into. I mean, you bought something for like $3. You ain't getting it first class mail.
Oh no.
And UPS got that whole Sure thing that they mail with.
You mean Sure Post?
Sure
Post. Yeah, Sure Post.
Yeah, that you might as well walk to China and go get your stuff. might well. If anything, you can get out, you can breathe some air a little bit and stuff like that. Damn sure ain't gonna see that stuff for quite a minute.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's
funny. Thank you everybody for joining the show. Get into a little bit of news because I definitely want to have some time to get into this Cheesecake Factory thing, because I watched that thing. I watched that thing about 18 times, and I'm just like,
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll be good. It'll be good. I thought since you guys have been commenting on it on Facebook that, but okay. So there's been a discussion about taking your date out to Cheesecake Factory. I know you guys have seen people talk about what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory. So we'll talk about Cheesecake Factory in a little bit.
Oh, Well, it's one of them.
Oh yeah. It's something behind that whole discussion. So I'll show you where it's coming from.
Okay.
But to cover a little bit of news, some good news on the strike front. We do know that the writers union went back a couple of weeks ago, so late night talk shows are back in full force and everything else. SAG is still on the picket lines, but I did get a couple emails from SAG this week that the production companies have come back to the bargaining table. So they just gave them a proposal last night. They're supposed to be reviewing it to see what the newest offer is from production companies. In the meantime, UAW, United Auto Workers, have reached a tentative agreement with Ford,
Mm.
and they have told their workers that it's okay for them to go back to work pending the agreement. The full vote is going to take place on Sunday, but some of the details have already come out from the deal that is going to give the UAW workers an 11% wage increase for the first year, and increases totaling 25% over a 4.5 year contract.
Okay.
Um, the it's going to cumulative raising top wage by more than 30% to more than $40 an hour. So anybody want to move to Detroit and build some cars? $40 an hour.
Not Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, not Detroit. Not Detroit. Can we do that remote?
Right.
Y'all send me a report or send me an engine. You know, I'll have a car together before I don't know, June. I don't know if that works. So raising the starting wage by 68% to more than $28 an hour. And we got Sarah Parker and Miss Christina joining us. Welcome. And it's going to provide a raise of more than 150% to the lowest paid workers at Ford over the life of the agreement. Some workers receiving an immediate 85% increase. Yes. It's going to reinstate a lot of their major benefits that they lost during the Great Recession, including cost of living adjustments and a 3-year wage progression. Basically, when we went through the Great Recession, they gave up a lot of their earnings and a lot of their benefits so these companies would not go bankrupt, and none of these things were ever reinstated.
Oh.
And so they've been working off of
Okay.
Okay. Christina says, good evening. I'm at the Austin P University game, and all I read was an increase in wages. Is that Chris Dollar or wrinkled fives? Christina, I'm going to tell you what. If I'm the UAW and we just got a 30% increase to more than $40 an hour, baby, you can give it to me in strip club beer smelling ones.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I know anything about that, Lori.
I don't understand why you keep talking about things you supposedly don't know.
It's because of me. I tell him about my adventures and stuff.
Stop trying to take up for him. I see what you're trying to do.
I love it. I love it.
I appreciate the save, but nah.
She said saddlewood.
Chicken wings.
It's saddlewood and chicken. Hold on. What you know about that? What you know about that?
She knows.
Don't get her started.
I will say, don't get her started. And they also got rid of different pay rates or tiers for workers. So you gotta hit this tier and hit that tier to be able to get this. Like these are what the wages are. I do what I do. Yes, you do. Improving benefits for current retirees, workers with pensions, and those who have 401k plans. And they also have the right to strike over plant closures and things like that. I am interested to see if there were any talks, though, about upcoming EV initiatives and things like that, and kind of putting down some of those fears that EV parts and things like that are going to be done overseas, and that could potentially take some of their jobs away. What I'm hoping the discussion is going to gear to is no, guys, we're going to build all of those EV parts here. And when we start to have to change over from full gasoline to EV parts, no one's going to lose the job because we're just going to retool the factories and retrain a lot of folks on how to build the EV parts versus the catalytic converters and things like that that may rely on gas. So people aren't up in arms and keep hearing the right-wing folks tell them that none of this is going to matter because you're going to hear this. Trump is going to say it for sure, but a lot of them are going to say, well, this isn't going to matter because in a couple of years, they're going to try to force everybody to electric vehicles and your jobs are going to become obsolete. Is that a real
need engineers for upkeep? So, I mean, people have been trying to push that fear crap. I'm trying not to cuss. People been pushing that. I know it's almost impossible. But they've been trying to push a fear crap all over the place everywhere. And that's the part that I can't wait to go off on a little later in the show. Right. But yeah, but that is one of the main ones. You know, they trying to take your jobs. They're going to replace you. They said the same thing about technology. Period. They said they said the same thing. My brother threw me off. They said the same thing about whenever the computer age came.
I feel so uncomfortable.
Came in. I feel jealous, man. I mean, I only got like this.
I mean, if I had some a little white lady behind me doing that, I would feel kind of good right now. Like she don't even have to speak English, just like that over and over.
Yeah,
really, Brian.
I need Ingrid. Really, Brian. Ingrid,
I only got the 6 o'clock shadow going on, but dang.
Yeah, I feel like I need to grow some hair just so I can have Ingrid come over. Let me add 3 more things that I forgot off too. A 5 year service rate, $5 per year service raise on pensions. So a 25-year employee would see an extra $125 more per month. $50,000 special retirement incentive, and then 2 weeks paid parental leave, 5 weeks vacation, and Juneteenth as a recognized holiday.
Oh boy.
And Christina wants me to know. I want you to have a great show. Remember that the Baltimore Ravens are the best. I'm reading this, y'all, so I ain't say that. Stay lifted, don't settle, and make good choices. And stop the world's stupidity. Prayers for all the families that are affected by gun violence. See you next week. Not JP over there rubbing his face like he's in a Old Spice commercial. Yeah.
Old Spice. By Menon.
Remember, you got to get your product placement this way when you're trying to sit here in the show, and then going this way, and like here.
Nice. So Christina may also be talking about the fact that we also have our sports show here to hit sports every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on these same platforms. Check that out. If you haven't seen that, we do talk about the NFL. And yes, I did go into the Baltimore Ravens yesterday and my Lamar Jackson love-hate relationship. So definitely, she's definitely a Ravens fan. So I'm sure that push some buttons, but that's what I'm here for. Absolutely. Like I told CJ yesterday, hey, I don't just give it to the Cowboys. I was giving it to all of them. So I rode them Ravens real good yesterday because I want to see if Lamar Jackson had a good game on Sunday. Let's see if he shows up this Sunday.
Hate is a good motivator, but not necessarily for my team. It's a 50-50 shot for my boys. It's a 50-50.
Well, it used to be like that when Tom Brady was in New England. He used to have teams like that. Anthony, is Jermaine doing that? If Jermaine keep doing that, you might have a new sponsor soon. That's true.
Hey, Anthony, I swear by it. Look, I don't know if you can you see the steam coming off of it?
That's dope.
A little.
It's like a hot comb with a brush.
Now, all I want to know is this the only time like you use it like sitting up, or do you lay down at night? Maybe a little music.
And for product placement stuff, I swear by it. Like really, I use it when I get ready in the morning. I fresh out the shower. I want
to know: do you use it at night with just candles and maybe some aroma in the air?
Oh Lord!
You got some Keith Sweat playing. Baby.
As you say that, I'm in the house by myself tonight, and I do have a Jetic tub. I'm gonna
get you them little tea leaves.
Go drop your little tea leaves in.
No, you're gonna get bath bombs. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get some nice little
bath bomb.
Dr. Teal in there. What y'all know about Dr. Teal?
Well, I got Dr. Teal. Yeah.
Dr. Teal.
Like a 40-pound bottle of Dr. Teal for $2.
Right.
Okay, so I got the Dr. Teal bubble bath and the salts right there by the tub.
Wow.
Get that rejuvenation.
See, man, I thought you was a Sasquatch man. I took you for a Sasquatch man.
No. Look, I don't care what nobody say.
I leave and come back and still over there rubbing that carpet on your face.
Chris. I got it glistening with the beard oil.
With the beard oil.
But the international people want to glisten it.
What type of show am I watching tonight?
Show. She meant to say show.
I pamper myself. I'm a grown up. I get my feet done. I take baths.
Yes, sir.
That Dr. Teal ain't no hey, y'all sit there and talk all you want.
Yeah, you talk about Dr. Teal all you want to.
Get all them calluses off. Y'all walk around.
I'm telling you, it's the truth, though.
Feet and everything. You better
yes,
go
sir.
ahead and soak them jokers every now and then. Get them corns off.
Yes, sir.
I'm on hypnotic, robotic. I got polo on my body.
Some slick down from my head.
Reach out to all them, Jermaine, see if they'll sponsor the show.
Right.
You got to make sure you monetize. Come on, let's monetize. Going as a sponsor.
I will even break in and do live ads. If you have a product and you want me to do a live show, I will definitely do that. I don't care if it's hypnotic, booty juice, whatever it is.
Exotic booty juice. Wow.
Jamaican oil, Jamaican wild beard oil.
Beard oil.
Yeah.
All right.
I had trouble growing my beard until I found Jamaican wild.
Oh wow. You know what? I did have trouble. You know what? I ain't letting y'all in my bed.
Yeah. Where
is this show going? Where are we going?
I was having some trouble.
We went to Alabama. What happened?
I had some trouble keeping Lori up at night, but no more. My doctor said yes.
Listen, bro. Listen. All I'm gonna say.
That is true. That's very true. Anthony Price says he's going to be in the tub with cucumbers on his eyes, listening to me.
Hey, Money Anthony, if you can guess the new edition song I'm going to be listening to.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
So, cool it down. You're gonna need to cool it down.
No. Ooh, oh my God, man. Y'all got my stomach hurting, boy. Y'all so stupid.
Home again? I don't know.
No.
You stand the rain.
Yep, and you got it right. Anthony got it right.
We locked in.
Oh man. Y'all.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so we did get one to the UAW strike, which is really good.
Oh man,
I don't know where this show went and where the hell it's going, but we're gonna keep it going.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. All right. Well,
rewind.
Yeah, I want to bring it back by the next piece of news because on the last show we had announced that Sidney Powell had just pled guilty to some charges in the RICO case, and we'll go over what she pled to as a reminder. But literally we had said on the show, oh yeah, this is going to open it up because the trial was supposed to start on that Monday, which would have been this past Monday, with jury deliberations already starting on Friday. And I said, there's no way in the world that Kenneth Chesebro is going to sit there and do that. So then Kenneth Chesebro pled guilty. And then I'm like, okay, who's coming up next? So guess what? What Drewski gonna say?
Got him.
We fucking got him.
Two more.
We got another one.
Two more.
Two more.
Two more fail. The blonde chick and
who else we got? Somebody else let out? There's four so far. It was the Bell Bondsman. The Bell Bondsman went. Then Sidney Powell went.
Yeah.
Chessbro went. And now
the blonde chick.
Yep, that's it.
And then no. It's somebody came behind her today. Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
You hit it up today? Okay.
Yeah. Somebody failed today.
Well, we talked about it last week, and predictably, stuff's happening. I equate it to like going to the club and trying to find somebody. Right now, it's about 10 o'clock in Club Trump and stuff.
Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows.
Could be the case. Yeah, Mark Meadows got immunity January 6th.
He got immunity,
and he's going to be testifying.
Yeah,
but I mean, really, this is prime time to find somebody.
Were you referring to Mark Meadows taking immunity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely get into that. Yeah, and Mark Meadows. Well, let me hit up Jenna Ellis first before we get to Mark Meadows, because that's a good one too, Jermaine. So Jenna Ellis was the blonde chick, as CJ artfully explained. She was the blonde chick that was behind the dripping, oily Rudy Giuliani because he did not take Jermaine's hair care tips. So Rudy was leaking out. And also, if y'all ever saw the one hearing where he was sitting next to her when he was in a hearing and literally farted on her.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God,
that went viral.
Get rid of
that went viral.
Yeah, he farted on her. So she actually ended up pleading guilty to one felony count. And that was the other thing that we talked about, how the Bell Bondsman got hit with misdemeanors. Sidney Powell got hit with 6 misdemeanors, even though she got ordered to pay $6,000 in restitution, had to write a letter, all that other stuff under the first time Offender Act, got off with probation as opposed to serving a day in jail. Jenna Ellis saw the same thing. Kenneth Chesbro ended up pleading to one count as well, and Chesbro's count was, I got it up here somewhere. Chesbro pleaded to a felony of Lord, I just saw it. Filing false documents. So that was his felony charge. So Chesbro got hit with that. He also got fined, all that other kind of stuff too. And all of them basically have agreements where they have to participate in any proceedings where they have to testify against any of the other co-defendants. They can't have any contact with any of the other co-defendants. They can't get on social media. They can't have any talks with the media about the case until they have all come to a conclusion. No book deals, nothing like that. So Sidney Powell ended up pleading guilty to 6 misdemeanors. Like I said, $6,000 fine, 6 years probation, yada, yada, yada. Writing a letter telling everybody how sorry they are. Jenna Ellis was the first one that got up and wanted to address the court. And she decided to tell everybody with crocodile tears that had she known then what she knew now, she never would have represented Donald Trump, that she was just trying to defend her client, and she was going off of the knowledge of other attorneys that had been around longer than she had, and she never vetted to see if it was even true, even though everybody was telling her it wasn't true.
CAP.
No.
CAP. I'm sorry. for those of us too old to understand that terminology, that means that's a lie. She's capping.
Oh,
okay. Right. And the reason why she's capping is because she does not want to take on the full brunt of her accountability. She is a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Well, you notice now, it had been already said a long time ago that MAGA stands for making attorneys get attorneys. But isn't it funny that out of the first 4 people that have pled guilty, 3 of them are damn attorneys.
Yeah.
3 of them were attorneys.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say real quick. So Anna, and you're wondering why the crocodile tears, why the I didn't know, and because she really didn't take responsibility at all for what happened and stuff. But it's because she's probably the youngest of all the people out of there, and she wants to practice law again.
Yep.
And she can't practice law with the "I knew better and I didn't do better" statement and stuff. She could eventually, because let's be real. I mean, eventually, no one will remember her name,
right?
And she'll be able to get back out there and stuff if she doesn't fan the flames anymore. So give the tearful, I'm regretful, I would never do that, I'm a better lawyer, and when I practice in the future, because I mean, think about how many years it takes you to get to the profession. What else is she going to do?
Right.
She needs to get back. She needs to get back to lawyering. And to Brian, your point, yeah, the lawyers should see before anybody else where this is going, because a lot of them have either practiced that way and know where this is building to. Again, like I said, I said it last week and I'll say it again. Club Trump, it's 10 o'clock. The lights are going to come on at 1:30.
Yeah.
There's going to be slim pickings at 1:30. It's best to try to find somebody early while the drinks are still flowing.
Yes, sir. And see, and I love how you said that, because that's what I see. I see that everybody got on this train with Trump, and and everything, and all his goons, because I think it's also like the whole feel of a rush. Let's see how far we can push the letter of the law. Let's just see how far our privilege can take us without doing, like, let's take Trump's gag order for the example. As soon as the judge had modified his gag order just a little bit, this mother sucker went ham.
But not only that.
Not only does that, so not only should that clue people in as to as far as to educate societies to say Trump is not a dumb person. He does stupid crap. Yeah. God, I'm trying not to cuss. He does stupid crap, but he's not a dumb person.
Not totally.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how to do it. And if he's part way listening to his lawyers, he knows exactly where to cut it off without landing him behind bars. That's why he just got sanctioned yet again, another $10,000 for violating his
because he's trying to be coy and slick, and that's worked for him in the past, but Judge Egeron is not going to stand up for that. So when Trump comes out during these breaks and stuff, and he'd already been told, look, you can talk about a whole lot of people, but don't talk about my staff, and sitting there putting them in risk for just doing their job. And he tried to be coy and referred to the judge as being partisan, and then the person right next to him. Partisan. And then they all tried to say once they got caught, oh, no, we were talking about Michael Cohen. No.
No, you wouldn't.
Talking about his clerk again, and he done already told you, the same one you accused of having some kind of relationship with Chuck Schumer, that he already told you, you do that again, there's going to be more sanctions, and then made Trump do something that he ain't done ever, which is take the stand.
Yeah.
He gave that position.
I love that.
But called his ass in there, and he said, now you sit on this stand, you look me in the eyes, and you tell me, who were you talking about?
I wouldn't know nobody.
I was talking about Michael Cohen. And the judge, and I'm gonna say it. The judge said bullshit.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, it's your show.
Yeah. He said you wasn't talking about no Michael Cohen. You talking about my clerk again. And I told you before.
$10,000.
$10,000 in the next 30 days. Now, here's the crazy part. Now he owes $15,000. Let me just go ahead and assure everybody he ain't writing a check for any of that. These fools that keep donating to his camp political action committee is going to be paying for that.
Yeah, Anthony said what's 10K to Trump gas money, and Anthony, you're right. But to my brother's point, it's not even gas money because it's not even his money.
It's coming out of his followers' pocket.
And to CJ's point, it's calculated too. He spent, and this is great returns on money. He spent 15K to probably get about 500K in support from people
In donation.
supporting his
Yep.
legal defense and his campaign and stuff like that. And so he'll keep pushing it all the way up to jail. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, I believe because Trump made this stupid thing about he wouldn't want to be he wouldn't mind being Nelson Mandela. Trump wants to get locked up.
Yeah,
I think he do.
He's daring the judge because he knows being a martyr is even more powerful. That the sight. That's why he was okay with taking the damn mug shot.
Listen, no. Go backwards. No,
in Georgia.
No, go back to Marjorie Taylor Greene, because she was the one that laid the whole Jesus platform down. Remember?
Yeah,
like way before now.
Mm-hmm.
When they first start indicting him, his first 2 indictments, he was like, "I'm doing this for y'all." Well, someone got that and start looping it. I'm doing this for you. I'm sacrificing for you. And like, oh, like Jesus Christ. And then that's when Marjorie Taylor Greene took her bomb ass.
Yep.
Herself on her platform and began to, oh, he's like the next thing to Jesus. No. Cap. That's my word, by the way, for the show. Cap.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, all of that is true. So definitely we got all these people pleading out. And you gotta almost think though that they've already been in touch with Jack Smith. I would hope so, because Chesbro and Sidney Powell definitely should have already talked to Jack Smith, because they are basically unindicted co-conspirators in the Washington, D.C. Jan 6 case that he's having in front of Judge Tanya Chutkan right now. The only person that he currently has indicted is Donald Trump. He built that case basically for speed, knowing that if he would have brought the other unindicted conspirators into the same indictment, it would have slowed everything down. And he's trying to get this case in front of Judge Chutkan. And if he brings them in as a superseding indictment, what's going to end up happening is it's going to delay the case even more. And he's trying to get Donald Trump in trial by March. That's why this thing down in Florida, they keep dragging her feet. In the documents case, the only thing that she's doing is she's clearing the runway for all of the other cases to land.
Oh yeah.
So she thinks she was doing them a favor by delaying the case, but all she basically did for Tanya Chutkan in Washington and Fonnie Willis in Fulton County, Georgia, is open up the damn docket so now they can start landing these planes.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Lori.
Is there any way that you can personally find him? You know how I know you had said that his followers will get him money, but like to either say, hey, I need to get this money from this, it has to come from your personal account, or
but that's the thing, Lori. That stuff is his personal account.
Yes,
it is really. If you really think
but
about
I thought
it should have had thing, Lori.
When it should have been designated, I guess, because of the money that from a campaign.
Now there are campaign finance issues that I understand what you're saying, but remember, this is the guy that was selling the digital currency. He's selling pictures of himself. He's doing a lot of other things.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about the steaks and the hats and the water and the bed.
That's hat money.
It really is. Like,
I mean, he made
if
more.
They're really going to sanction this guy. They should be going up at least into the hundreds of thousands.
Well, so here's the thing.
That's the only way that he's really
like we alluded to. He wants to be a martyr and stuff. And what he understands is that one or two things going to happen, and that he wins both ways. Either the judge isn't going to send him to jail, and he can stand up there with his chest out and say, "Look, they know that I can say what I can do whatever I want to do, and nothing's going to happen to me." Or they send him to jail, and he gets to be a martyr for it. He wins either way.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want him to go to jail. I want him to be there at the end when the judge gives the decision. Because if you notice, the other reason Trump keeps showing up, and he's a repetition master. He says the same thing over and over. So if you don't see every one of his conferences, you basically seen it when you saw one of them because he said the same thing over and over.
Right, he does,
and you can tell how insecure he is. And even this whole case is based off of his insecurity. He inflated his assets because he wanted the appearance to be richer than he actually is. He wanted to be on Forbes 500 list so bad he was willing to inflate his assets. This is all about vanity, which is sad that he takes personally. He took offense to the fact that the judge is only valuing Mar-a-Lago at this price, and it's 50 to 100 times more than that. It's worth $1 billion, 1.5 billion, 1.6. He can't even land on a number. 1.6 billion for Mar-a-Lago, bro. Stop it. And here's the other thing to that too. Well, Trump, if you really undervalued all your properties, you just admitted to fraud. Yep. If you're saying that all of the properties that you had really are worth more than you put on your financial disclosure statement, bro, that's fraud too.
But where is he going? But if you don't want him to go to jail, what do you want him to do? Hang out?
No. I want the judge. The judge has already ruled that he has inflated his assets. Now there are a few other charges that they're deciding on, but and some of the biggest things is being able to not be able to have business in the state of New York. Have a financial judgment. Letitia James is seeking a minimum of $250 million. You can be a millionaire and a billionaire and not have cash on hand like that because all of your
assets
and things like
assets, right?
So does he have cash on hand, or would he have to start liquidating golf clubs, Trump Tower? Well, he can't do Trump Tower. He can only do his apartment because that building is owned by different people. But he just slaps his name on it, and people think it's his building. It's not his building. But anyway, I digress. He rents out those apartments and condos. But his triplex, yes. But so he may have to start liquidating his assets to be able to pay those fines.
Right.
So the biggest thing, the way that you can hurt him is when he got to stand up in front of the judge and the judge telling him, "I'm taking your shit." I don't want him to find out about it in a jail cell. I want him to look all solemn in front of the judge when he hears that I'm taking your shit. Because that will hurt him more than putting him in a jail cell. Is the fact that his worth and his value,
it's the public humiliation,
the exposure,
it's the public humiliation,
fraud,
because
you're not worth what you say you were. I want him to face the music to that in that particular case. Now, in other cases, do I want him to go to jail? Oh, absolutely. Because Lord, all of that would be temporary anyway in New York. He go to jail for a couple of days. They bring him out. Have you learned your lesson? Yes, Your Honor. And then 5 minutes later during break, he go back out there talking about this is a scam. I didn't get a jury, even though you didn't ask for one.
It's a witch hunt.
Yeah, it's a sham. This is all about Joe Biden. The same stuff.
Well, I think it's important to note here. First of all, I do want him to spend some time in jail on top of all that, because I believe in insult and injury.
I want him to go to general population.
Listen, I'm talking.
No. And so here's why:
razor cuts and an alcohol bath.
No, here's why. Because what you got to understand is that what Trump has done is Trump has laid a blueprint for Republicans to be able to challenge. I mean, you see it in individual races that happen during 2022.
You're talking about that brunette.
Renee Farmer Adams, how you doing?
Yeah.
Colin Pinckney, how you doing, sir? What's up with them Hornets tickets? And Natasha Bonaparte, thanks for joining. Sorry, go ahead. And so
in order to stop other people from trying to use that blueprint, you've got to throw the book at them, right? And so it's not just because he's Donald Trump and we like to see Donald Trump suffer. Who wouldn't? It's because there are other Republicans who have his playbook and will be using it in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because and that's the thing, because I forgot who was running for Senate in that state, and whenever she
Carrie Lake.
Carrie Lake.
That's who still has not acknowledged that she lost.
Right,
lost the governor
exactly.
race. Now she's going to run for Senate.
Yeah, but
and
now she's
try-
running for
and try
Senate.
to- and try to upend either Kirsten Sinema or Gaeta. That's
Yeah.
currently in the House right now.
But that is the playbook of Trump. So yeah, my brother, Jay, you are spot on. So yeah, in that sense,
keeps me
I don't
straight.
mind him. I don't mind him being a martyr, so to speak, because that kind of martyr. If that's the case, then we use martyrs all the time in the military.
I guess
if someone is disciplined or sanctioned or whatever.
And Jermaine's right, but I guess my point is there's a bigger picture to this trial. This particular trial. Not that I don't want him to go to jail. He's got other opportunities to land his tail in jail for much severer things. But the biggest thing that means the most to Trump in that particular trial is losing stuff and his value, and everybody knowing that he's not worth nearly as much as he's always said he was.
Exactly.
Well, you can't have it both ways. He sits there and talks about Mar-a-Lago being worth 18. So and it's now I get it, and I completely understand if Trump's been working with DJ Envy, why he might think that his properties might be a little
not the Ponzi scheme.
We fucking got him.
I was just saying. I tried to Envy with my money too.
Not the pyramid scheme and the Ponzi scheme in real estate. Stop it.
Wow.
Come on.
That was
a good one. That was a good one. You get kudos for that.
He worked 51 minutes for that, y'all. He did. Y'all gotta give it up to him.
Technical foul.
I've been sitting on that for 20 minutes.
Yo, B. That was a technical foul, but they cancel each other out.
Yeah, right.
But seriously, so he's trying to tell everybody that the market value, and so we got a couple of realtors in here. Market value is what people are willing to pay. And what he's saying is that the market value of that property is billions because there's somebody willing to pay that. Now, he could be right. Why? Because it's a property of an ex-president. It's a resort, blah, blah. There was a document case that went on there. There's some other intrigue. Maybe there's a woman buried in the backyard. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that could inflate the price of that property.
His wife is no. I think that might be bad. No. It's Mar-a-Lago. His wife is on the T.
Okay, I wasn't sure which property it was.
Mary Ivana at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. So as long as there's
and they've been saying that particular part where she's buried has been overrun with wild grass and stuff. So he ain't even been keeping it up. And then this kid sitting there ain't even saying nothing to their daddy, talking about, you gonna let mama sit in this like this, bro?
Oh, wow.
Mama sitting in on the golf course, number one, and you got it being overrun with grass and weeds and stuff, really?
Yeah.
But like I said, there is. So he talks about it. The problem is, and with the judge, the reason he lost the case is because James already showed enough evidence that he had been double dealing, where he was inflating the value, and then on documents for taxes he was deflating. It's one or the other and stuff. And so he can say that the judge is wrong about the value and stuff. He just needs to pay the taxes on that evaluation. That's the problem. You can't have it both ways, where you say it's worth $1 billion, but on taxes it's only worth $7 billion.
Yeah, because you can't say, the question can't be how much is it worth, and then he says who's asking.
Right, exactly.
It
don't work like that.
If the tax man is asking, or if the banks are asking, the answer should be the same.
Yeah, and that's how they got it.
The answer hasn't been the same. So really, open and shut case.
Yeah,
they're now basically asking, like Michael Cohen testified, because he testified to him and Alan Weisselberg had to basically re-engineer Donald Trump's worth, because he would kind of come in and say, I think I'm worth $8 billion. Figure it out. And then they have to go through his assets and try to figure out, well, we could add an extra 600,000 over here, another 2 million over there to that property, and start coming up with some creative.
That's why, like, his penthouse was the square footage, because when you do prices for properties and stuff, it's square footage. That's why the square footage was overvaluated. That's just one of the examples of how they were inflating his value and stuff. And again, if that's what you want to roll with, then roll with it all the way. You just can't go back and forth.
You got to keep that. You got to keep that story. But see, just
hey,
like any miser,
$30,000 square foot instead of 10,000.
right? So just like any miser, he stretched it. He went as far as he could take it. But then when they started putting them to paper, then that's when it became legal, and that's how they got him.
They got him.
See, you can lie to me. You know he can go out here and stretch the truth, exaggerate it, and all this other stuff. But when you start putting your words to paper, black and white, and you present it into a court or some type of legal representation, then that's when your words really do matter for real.
They do, absolutely. Jada
it becomes legal.
That's wrote a book.
Exactly. You so stupid, Jay.
You just hitting him every one. I love it.
You know that's a bald-headed lie.
Are you gonna bring up Tupac too? Come on.
You know it's a bald-headed lie.
Bro, you know we gotta bring that up. You know we gotta
They said all eyes on me.
Dear mama. But
dear mama. I appreciate you.
We definitely gonna Jada because as long as that's been going on now, I mean, I'm still seeing
Alcina Smith Shakur.
Look, the me. I'm gonna tell y'all before I get into I ain't gonna get all the way into the Jada thing, but I did see one that got me. If y'all remember, the Medea film, The Family That Prays, and my baby Sanaa Lathan sat there and told her husband that their son was a Cartwright.
Yeah,
and they said, now what's gonna happen when Jada turn around and say, your son is a Cartwright? I was like,
oh.
I said, I'm done.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I said that.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for that, Jermaine throwing out heat just like that hot brush.
Yeah. Hey, we about to throw some heat out in a second too. So
it's got me straight today.
All right. So let me round out the news before we get into our big subject. So we also have we've got, of course, the Mar-a-Lago case being drug out right now. Another thing that we had going on is that after 17 days, the GOP has decided to elect a Speaker of the House. So Mike Johnson, and that is really his name. He's a Johnson. No pun intended. Is now the Speaker of the House. So the Johnson is going to be running the House. So there's a Johnson running around at the head of. Okay, never mind. So anyway,
we get it.
Yeah, Mike Johnson, Big Johnson. It's gonna be running.
And he's an election denier.
You know. See,
he's actually an architect of January 6th. That's what he is.
Yes. Yeah. He's got some baggage with him. When they asked one of the congressmen why him, this is what the congressman said on CNN last night, and I'm paraphrasing. Is that he won because out of everybody else he had the fewest enemies.
No, that was serious.
Because he's only been in Congress for 7 years and he's only in his fourth term, so it's not his experience. He hadn't done a whole lot of things yet.
He's the least experienced Speaker of the House in history.
Yep.
But you're gonna be in the third highest position,
third in line to presidency. Yes.
Well.
And he has the money.
And again, because go ahead, Lori. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but the House runs the funds. And what? Yes. I'm like, what? Because he has no enemies, and he's the least
Yeah.
No, in other words, he has the least amount of shit on him. But I digress.
The biggest thing that he had going for him again was. He was one of the main architects of the January 6th
exactly
stuff.
So what's going to happen whenever we start doing that? His butt going to have to be out of there, because you remember you can't have indictments and stuff on you as being the speaker.
Here's how politicians work. If they ever get really close to sniffing jail time and stuff, and I mean, most of them resign or quit, or there's a term. Their terms just conveniently are up at that time. They decide not to run for re-election, and they just kind of go away, unless you're black, and then you go to jail right away. But you talking about going to Detroit?
Yeah, Renee said the same thing. They say he doesn't have a lot of baggage. He doesn't have a lot of baggage, but he does have some very, very crazy views when it comes to abortion, LGBT rights, things like that. So that's going to be fleshed out. Listen,
he's a QAnon person.
Listen,
just like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Any Democrat out there that can't run against these people, especially in these swing districts, after going through that crap and not be able to come away with a win, you shouldn't run at all, because they basically gave you so much campaign advertisement footage that you could possibly use, calling their own party a clown show and everything else under the sun. We shouldn't even be able to govern. They gave us the thing to govern. We don't know what we're doing. Da 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 da. So all that infight should help.
I really just don't see that as an advantage anymore. I think we are kind of stuck being older and is stuck in the idea of what it was to campaign in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Where you run these ads and stuff, and there were people who were actually on the fence. This country has become so polarized. It doesn't matter because there aren't swing votes anymore. People have decided where their camps lie and stuff. And that's why that's the reason when you look at the way they govern, they don't govern trying to the middle, because there is not a middle.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can have the most out as long as it's within their party's range. So, and now don't get me wrong, I think Democrats are weak. I would still do it because I would still do it because
you're raising the money to do it. So spend the money.
Yeah, I would still do it, but Democrats have this, like Joe Biden when he got in, and he's still thinking about when he first got into government in 1674 and how it was back then.
Man, come on.
Got him. We fucking got him.
And so he is. Look.
Oh,
the dude's old. Right?
Yeah.
I hope to live 3 or 4 lifetimes too. I don't know if he's a vampire. I don't know how old you can live that long.
No, you didn't know he sits in the bottom of a pizzeria drinking kids' blood.
Oh yeah,
that checks.
Yeah.
But today,
where's my cue?
But today's political landscape.
Shout out to QAnon.
Today's political landscape isn't the same, and I just don't think that there's enough swing votes out there for it to really matter. I think we polarized everything. I think we politicized everything, and that was actually a brilliant strategy by. That's a brilliant strategy by Republicans because it's not policy, right? They don't do policy anymore. Mm-hmm. Well, because all their policies are on record as being unpopular. So they had to do cultural stuff and galvanize people based on cultural stuff and not policy.
Shout out to Jessica Lewis. Red Roof is in the house. What's going on, Jessica? Also, reading Anthony's comment, making someone with least experience with that much power sounds like someone setting him up to fail. And it does in a way, but it also sounds more like somebody that can be controlled, manipulated, because you don't know what you don't know. So all that really means is that he's going to have to lean on those same people that nobody could get the votes for to begin with. So the same people that nobody would vote for will be the same ones that he's reaching out to. Or they may be reaching out to him to say, hey, so he may be more of a shadow speaker than a full speaker. What's going on, Jess? Yeah. She, I kind of know her a little bit. So anyway, let's wrap that up, y'all, because I want to make sure that we get into the Chessecake Factory minutes. So, CJ, this is what was going on.
Yeah.
You don't got to stop posting every damn thing on TikTok.
Oh.
Because sometimes when you do that, you let everybody know just how stupid you are.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this lady tell you herself what she did on TikTok. I'm going to try to see if I can share this real quick. See if y'all can see it. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my screen. Y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that. Infinity.
All right. Now, can y'all see a lady on the screen?
No.
No.
You see white.
You see white. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up again. I should try this before the show.
It's all good.
Oh no! Remember, it was my fault. Remember, I was doing stuff too.
Let me see if I can try this again. Share screen. Let's see. So
let's get back to what was going on before the show.
Oh no, boy,
yes.
that was hilarious, bro.
Before you had joined, Brian again was saying how I was trying to poison him, and I put stuff in his drink, and the whole other thing. He went on everyone about this.
Man, to me it was
and
funny.
How I'm trying to kill him.
I came in on the tail end. All thing I know is that I put my head
do all of this.
on. Yeah, I put my headset on.
Y'all see the girl now?
Yes, we do.
Lord. Yeah.
All right. All right. Check this out, CJ. Y'all tell me if you can't hear it. I'm gonna let her talk.
I'm just talking to my girls.
I can hear her.
You can hear her? Okay.
Tell them I said hi. Yeah.
So this girl is on her camera, and this is a first date, CJ. So guy just picked her up, taking her out to eat, and she just realized where he's taking her.
Okay.
At the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
She just locked the door.
What?
And just told him, Watch this.
Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Are you're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory.
And
this is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
You ain't at McDonald's?
This is a chain restaurant.
Oh.
Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Girl, you are a step above a hamburger. Like, really.
Them? Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Look, look like that. You average.
At best.
Oh, okay.
She had to open the door and let him in again.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Let's talk about it. So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right? I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman, and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her.
Girl, you can't even spell courting.
For you.
You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her.
No, that's the role of a husband
to
a wife.
It's
you are
a
date. Girl, man, stop this bullshit. Stop this right now. Man, hell no. Hell no.
Listen.
Man, I get so sick and tired of these twisted bitches.
Oh, listen.
Favorite for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done. I mean, you.
Applebee's is 20. I know that's right.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
appreciative is the word that you're looking for, sir. Appreciative, because she ain't paying for shit.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let him talk.
You wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that. I mean, it's too early for that. Okay. I don't know you. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not we're not there yet. Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made
up.
There's
nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him. What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. you didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot. Waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that? I literally you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing.
I will die.
I will die.
That's embarrassing.
Stop breathing.
As I said,
breathing right now.
There's certain expectations for that. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh yes, the hell he did, and he better not simp.
Oh, you just want to call it a night?
Yes, sir.
Isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
No.
This.
I'm sorry, y'all.
There you go.
I don't feel respected.
There you go.
Not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
So we can cancel Christmas, baby. I ain't got no problem.
I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date. But and you've broken everyone.
Yeah, you talked yourself out of that. Congratulations. Good job.
All right, whatever. Well,
I ain't no whatever.
I guess I understand. You got to do what you got to do.
So I didn't know if they were going to get to it, CJ, but that was I was going to say. The context was that he showed up on time. It took over an hour. They left when the reservations. He actually was going to take her to a high-end restaurant. They missed the reservation because of her.
Yeah.
And so on the fly, he said, "Well, I'll just take her to the Cheesecake Factory," and that's how she responded to that.
Anthony says Applebee's is number 2. I don't know no woman turning down a 2 for $20 or 2 for $30 and dollar margarita.
That's my guy, Anthony. Anthony is my guy. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the last black woman he's gonna date.
Well, probably that part. But so here's the thing. I'm gonna let my brother toss it. But so the fallout of this whole video was 2-part. One, talking about the woman's behavior and stuff, and how she acted. And the first thing she did was jump on video, like, oh my God. And so I'm with you, CJ. I don't think that she's that damn cute.
Me either.
She's average. She's not ugly. She's not ugly.
Here's the thing. I don't think
I'm not gonna dog her. I'm not gonna dog her. She's not ugly, but come on, bro. The mindset that she has, like I said, she's a 3-4-ish at best, but she's trying to maintain an attitude like she's a 10. Stop this over. Well,
I would say this though.
Evaluating yourself.
If she was a 10, she still shouldn't act like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I don't care how good you think you look, or if you really do look that way. You don't treat anybody like that. Number one, the man's sitting there. So there's certain things that you expect from him on the first date, but then you say other things is too soon.
Right.
You think a first date is courting you? A first date is not courting
you. No.
So
it's
no,
a date.
I agree with that. The whole process is courting. It's what the definition is. And so, first thing, kudos to the panel because you're right. It's not about her looks. And even though she said that, and it's only all the attitude is what makes you jump into well, you don't look that good. But it's like I say, it's not even about the looks. It is about the attitude and the ungratefulness that she displayed and all that. And I thought he did a masterful job of control. He could have, because quite honestly,
he could have went off.
He could have went off and he could have put her out the car.
I was really hoping that I thought he was going to do it because I was just like, wow, he's going to drop her off. I mean, that was just wow.
Bro, the moment that he said, "Hey, are you recording me?" The moment he said that, I was like, "Oh, she getting out." I was pulling for that.
Out of his own car.
Not a brother.
Bruh, had that lady been, had my life been different and that was her with me, the moment that she thought that she could lock me out of my own car.
Now that part was crazy.
That would have been a wrap right there. That would have been. She wouldn't have had a video because you can't move that fast. You couldn't have moved that fast.
And then had to unlock the damn doors to let me back in my own damn car.
That guy is the pure definition of a gentleman.
Yes.
On camera.
Well, no, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he didn't act that way at all. He could have went off. He could have done a whole bunch of things that Jermaine would have done. I don't know if you've seen this beard. But I ain't got to take that.
Nice.
Nice. You got it. And so I thought, and so like I say, there was a lot of reactions to the video and stuff. But one of the things that came out of it was, brother, tell them what came out of that. The list.
The list of what restaurants?
The list. Yeah.
What restaurants will you is okay to go to on first dates and stuff like that? People started conversating. So that kind of became that thing of, I mean, even today I saw somebody post on my social media. I don't care what nobody say. Cheesecake Factory is this and that. Even Anthony just said Cheesecake Factory was my first date and it's not cheap. My bill was close to $200.
Please
believe it can get like that at Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of conversation has been around, where's a good place to go on a first date? Where do you take a woman on the first date? Is it Red Lobster? Is it Olive Garden? Is it Mangione's? Can you take a date? I've seen people take dates to the movies. I've seen people go on dates to damn Top Golf. I've seen people go on dates to different places. Can you take them to Applebee's? So I guess Applebee's is out. Chili's is out. You can't take. I know you damn sure can't take them to Panera Bread. Why
the hell you can't?
Look at me, CJ. Look at me. That's embarrassing.
I know. I'm just messing.
No, Heifer, you gonna die because you ain't gonna eat. That's
right. Exactly.
And so that's actually
starvation.
So there are a lot of women out there, and shout out to all the women who can pay for their own food. Because there's a lot of them who can't, and that's the reason that she's willing to negotiate at the end. That's Jermaine's take. She was willing to compromise because she didn't have nothing at the house.
She had nothing to eat.
Did you not catch the attitude change?
Yeah.
Can we not compromise?
No,
come on.
Her stomach was talking in. She wasn't talking.
Rumble.
Y'all didn't rumble. But when he started backing out, her stomach said, "I got this. I'm gonna fix this. We can't compromise."
Yeah. Look. That stomach was like that crackhead on South Central. I suck your oop, man.
But and I'm glad you brought that up, CJ, because that's exactly what happened for her to get some chicken nuggets out of me.
You know what? Your next stop is McDonald's. I got 2 cheeseburgers in this bag. I got 2 cheeseburgers in this bag.
This app and start redeeming some points for cheeseburger, but no.
Can I say as the woman on the panel, when I saw all of this, I was highly upset because I was like, first of all, and again, I'm not taking away from her looks, but her attitude was everything else. But when she changed her mind and started going this one, because I would have been like, listen, if you want to have an attitude like that, you better have your own money. Because I would have put you outside on the curb, been like, you can take an Uber by yourself and keep it moving. Because I'm not taking you out. And then for him to, he was controlled. I appreciated that because he was. But for any woman, black, white, or whatever, it is a travesty. Like, how dare you think that I'm gonna sit here and take you to some, and again, I could have, but the fact that you locked me out of my own car, I was like, I was done.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis.
I was just sitting up there like, I wouldn't date you. Why?
I think a lot of women were put off by that attitude and stuff because there's so many women out there who are like, I'm just trying to find a decent guy to spend some time with, and you're concerned about where you're going because you're not into him, you're into the meal and the appearance and blah blah blah.
His material, his material things.
She thought it was more important to be eye candy for him. Now, you're valuing how you look over any other substance. Yet you want me to court you, and there's no depth to you other than look at me. You said
she wasn't even into him anyway. Because first of all, she was not. Because all she wanted was a free meal.
Yeah, that's it.
And she should have been really honest and said, listen, I don't want to do this. This is what we're doing. I'm just getting a meal out of this. This is it. She should have been honest from the get-go.
Well, I mean, you can't be honest and get your meal and stuff. But the big thing is that when you talk about she wasn't into him, here's how I know. Because it's not what she said, it's what she did. Even though she said, hey, look, I didn't expect work to run over that late. We're not at that point. And I get it. Ladies, do not invite men unless they have a salt and pepper beard. Up to
You're so stupid. Shut up. Stop it.
Up to your place.
You was doing good, bro. You was doing good.
I mean, really, it's a safety thing. I've got 2 young daughters. I would tell them the same thing. She's absolutely right about that. It's not. It's number one. It's not appropriate. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Right.
Get to know that person. It is a get to know you kind of thing. But the respect part, and that's the big thing that he said. I was going to pay for everything. The only thing I'm asking for really is respect, and you're not giving me that. If you respected him, you'd have called him, even if he can't come up. Hey, I'm running behind. I don't know what plans you had for us, but I just got here. Work was crazy. Yep. He seems like a very understanding guy. You would have given him enough time to call and reset the reservation.
Because you may have had to pay for it because a lot of times they'll charge you if you don't show up.
Brother, let me add this on to what you're saying, because I know I was saying it because I was kind of in the moment, but it really is about communication. And most of all, what I would want from you as a man, I just want your appreciation. I just want your appreciation. Yeah. This lady was not appreciative, and now here's the cherry on top. Had she communicated to Jermaine's point, had she communicated, whatever her delays was, I'm pretty sure he would have adjusted. Mm-hmm. But because she came down with that toxic female entitlement energy, oh, you supposed to do this. I mean, look at me, stuff like that.
Y'all can leave those comments for CJ under Mr.
Bitch, miss me with
no. You need to read Anthony's comments.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Anthony's comments is
yo, I just read that.
First date is a pool party. Push you in the water so you know how you look without makeup. The fact that he waited an hour for her just to get ready. Yeah, all of that.
And you saw how she had to push her cellulite up to try to even make it look like she had breasts. So stop. Listen, you talk to a grown man here. I can see through all of that.
Her girl would come out because a little areola was showing a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I would encourage us not to attack her based on her physical stuff, because it wasn't her physical stuff. Again, it was her attitude that was ugly.
But see, that's what made me pick you apart, though, Jay. No, okay. So That's what I see. I'm not a superficial person like that, but when you come off nasty, it makes me nasty. So now I'm coming at you. I'm coming for you.
I feel you on that. But there's a lot
because normally I wouldn't pay that no attention.
I'm trying to help you
really
not get canceled, brother.
I'm
just trying to help you.
The white man is circling. It's circling.
So these are my words.
Yeah.
So these are my words. Like I said, I'm only speaking for myself.
Yeah. She
made that because this young lady came across so nasty. It made me want to start focusing in on her. Like, you know how you like. Oh, okay. So we want to do this.
Look, I did the same thing. Honestly, I did the same thing, CJ, because she made it a point to what her justification for why she had attitude was because of her good looks.
Yes.
And whatever you think about that, and Anthony, again, sorry to say this, Lori, why is it always the black women thing and all that? Anthony, black women are queens, they're beautiful and stuff. You just don't need an American. Become a passport brother, and you can sign some black women in Africa. You can find them Latinos.
Thank you for saying it, baby.
You can go anywhere, and they're all queens.
Yes, sir. Trust me. I told my wife, I said, if I had not met you, I told my wife flat out. I told her flat out.
Wow.
I said, baby, I said, had I not met you, I would be a passport brother.
Oh, she's back.
But no, seriously, I think that so, like, say, a lot of women were upset with her behavior and her attitude and stuff. Obviously, there were a lot of men, but it led into this list of places that you couldn't go on a first date, which led to, well, where can you go? And this is what I would say. It's an individual thing. There are a lot of places on that list I saw, like church, that maybe you don't take everybody to church. I'm with
you, bro. Get two. I'll reimburse you for the seat.
But I think that now I hadn't been on a first date, and I don't know when. But assuming that I would go on one in the next couple of days, I would say this. Hey, where would you like to go? We'll plan something special. Okay, I'll plan something, and then you're kind of at my mercy because you didn't give me, because closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right.
If you're one of those people who say, I don't want, because there are a lot of women who are like, I don't want to go to Applebee's. And quite honestly, depending on how attractive I am and how much I am trying to court you, it does kind of depend. Everybody's got a different vibe too. I've met some extremely beautiful women who are okay with walking around the park.
Girl, yeah. Yes.
Just real quick though. But would you go all out necessarily on the first date? Because
the answer is no.
That kind of setting the tone. If I take you to Del Frisco's or something like that, or Ruth's Chris or something like that on the first date, how do I then follow that up with something like Applebee's or Olive Garden?
Right. You got to be able to follow. Look, going out on a date to me, guys, is like
John James. What's up?
It's like shopping for a car that's beyond your means to maintain it. Okay. So that's the way I would approach a dating situation. I'm not going to necessarily get the cheapest place, but somewhere like a happy medium or whatnot. And when I see that you are worthy of the higher echelon of whatever, then we can do that at special occasions and different things like that. Because you got to have some room to work. And like I said, most of the time, I'm checking for your appreciation. I'm checking for your attitude. Because
you shouldn't overextend yourself to the point that you making stupid decisions. Like, I just spent my car payment money because I'm trying to impress.
Exactly.
I think, and so this is just me. Again, I think it kind of depends. Beard, no beard, about what you got to do, right? And so if you're bearded, I think that you can actually say stuff like, "Hey, let's meet at Starbucks." Because here's the thing too.
Because you look intimidating with a beard.
Well, if ladies, if you and I are going to go out, one of the things I want you to do, I'm going to look right into the camera. I want you to feel safe. And so one of the things that you don't want to do is go out at night with somebody for the first time. You never met them. It's dark. You don't know plates and all this. Let's meet for coffee in the morning. Let's spend 30 because you can always, I got to get back here. I got this going on. If the conversation is not where it needs to be and stuff, save everybody some time, save everybody a little bit of money and stuff. Hey, let me meet you at a public place. Let me have my car. That way I can leave when I want to leave before you're coming to pick me up. I mean, these are just my suggestions for, you should get
ladies,
to know
please
people.
have money on you.
Yeah,
please have money on you.
You shouldn't put yourself in a situation. I mean, that young lady, like I said, because had she done that to me, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, ladies, if you did that to me, I would do this to you too. I'd put out. And so, how dumb do you look now? Because you don't know me, you don't know where I live. I barely know where you live, but I know that this place is closer to my house than going back to your house than going back to my house. So I'm gonna save myself some gas. And so, I'm just saying, before you set yourself up to be in a stranger's car that you don't know at night by yourself, go somewhere safe. It can be, and it doesn't have to be, somewhere go get some brunch. Go, I always say like coffee and stuff because that's really short interaction. If you don't have that vibe, if you're not really connecting and stuff, you can go ahead and go somewhere else.
See? Yeah, like he took her to Badersport Road for real.
Like back in the 80s, because Badersport Road ain't that bad now.
Yeah. No, I'm about Sal and see what happened.
If you talking about in comparison to like Sugar Creek and Reagan Road, sure, but they just for your essay, they just killed one and shot two off of Badersport Road Wednesday night. So
okay, they catching bodies again.
They ain't stop, bro. They ain't stop. You can rename Cummins Avenue to anything you want, but Cummins Avenue is always gonna be Cummins Avenue. You done changed the name to some old ass lady's name. It's still Cummins Avenue. We know where it is. That's where the bodies are. Real quick, Anthony says, he said, go where you feel safe. He ain't say Dunkin' Donuts. He said Starbucks. I will say this to close it too, though, y'all. If you think about the old saying that birds of a feather flock together, think about this, though. This kind of got left out of it too.
Okay.
She went on her live. So, and then she was talking to her lady friends. Now, I'm not saying that all of these ladies were in agreement with her, but I bet you there had to be a lot of them that were her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of really the troubling part, that sometimes one will be dumb enough to go on TikTok and say it, but there's a whole lot more of them that agree with it. And that's really the worst part, is that she wasn't just saying, look at me. She really was representing a bigger cast than that, and say, look at us. When you see somebody that looks like me, meaning other people that I associate with, this is how we're to be treated, and this is our expectation. That's really the worst part of it. Is it ain't just her for us to pile on. It's a whole lot. Now, I will say, I do believe in my heart that probably there are more women out there that would be offended by that than that would agree to that. And I'm going to hold that because I need something to believe in. Because if I believe that most women actually would agree with her.
No, I mean, are there women that feel that way? Absolutely. There are women who only, well, no, I mean, really,
some of them.
And so it's like anything else. I say that the reason that young men still hang their pants off their ass is because women allow it. I say that the reason that there are women out there who hold themselves to the standard is because men allow it, because they are treated that way, whether you believe like Donald Trump that the value is $1 billion, or like I believed in that one, it was $1.75. I think that what you really have to do is that there are people out there, her market value is such that she's been treated that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody. So she's only working up to the expectations that she's been given.
Yeah.
Probably.
And that's true. No, and to me, that is a very way to wrap. That's a very good way to wrap it all up. We are products of our environment, and yes, we do flock
Anthony,
with birds.
I can't pull it up that fast. Tell me what it is real quick before we get out. I gotta know. I gotta know what number 27 on the list is.
Black women.
No, he said I need to know if you're a real one. We going to number 27 on the list. Look it up. I gotta know what number 27 on the list is. I had time to pull it was a big list of places.
I saw it on Facebook. Now that you mention it, because I was laughing when my daughter shared it with me, and I was like, "Dang, why we got black women only on here?"
Buzz, and I know we ran over, so we won't have time to do what I don't like. But this was
we actually just did what we don't like, because that was what we don't like.
I believe that was the whole thing, bro.
I love it. I love it.
That was she took it. She took the
Hey, Anthony, I'm glad you brought that up. So Russell Wilson, was it Russell? Russell Wilson rented out a whole Waffle House to take Sierra out.
Yes.
And she loved it.
Yes.
But see, he that corny anyway. That's
Russell.
Okay, but we're talking about millionaires who are eating at Waffle House.
Right.
Exactly.
Facts.
And so it's not about the place, it's about the person, right? It's about the company you keep and the communication that you have.
Listen, once you get it scattered, chunked, and all that other stuff that they do to them hash browns, you will come back. And that chili ain't bad. That chili ain't, and that patty melt is pretty good. And the grits are really good too. Lori, tell me wrap it up. I'm talking about grits, Lori. You got to put your finger down while I'm talking about grits.
Put that church finger down. Put that church finger down.
Now my stomach gonna take over. Here with Brian Parker. We want the Waffle House up in here, Lori.
You can go down the street.
Oh, hungry.
Hey, look, I'm on my way, man. Look,
making booty juice for his beard.
That's a double date. Y'all let me know when we all can get together.
You go to Waffle
House. Yes, sir.
Hey, all I would say is go during the week before the people from the club go in there and try to
of course
alcohol. Okay, Lori said wrap it up. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap it up because Jermaine's showing brushes and juices, and then the candles will be coming out next with the soft music. From what I can hear, it's on a sunny day.
Thank you, everyone, for joining Head to Head with Brian Parker. I want to thank our panel, Brian Parker, Franchise, and Mr. TBNS, CJ Jones. Thank you so much for joining the show.
And rest in peace to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Richard Roundtree. Long live
sir.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, mother.
Shut your mouth.
Yes, right. He was a bad mother, and we going for Mr. Richard Roundtree. Y'all appreciate the conversation. We ran over a little bit, but thanks again. We'll see y'all again next week. Peace.
Peace.
This is ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the